Hello. I am making a very basic Q&A type video. I feel like we need a little bit of a catch-up session. There has been a few changes that has been going on behind the scenes, and I've been getting loads of DMs about it. I've been receiving many similar questions about it, and I was going to post a video about it. But things have changed, and I'm just going to be doing a simple Q&A around things that you'd like me to catch up with you guys on. I'm going to leave that question for later in the video because I feel like we know what that question is. How are we all doing, by the way? Are we having a fabulous day, week, month, whatever your circumstance is? I am good, by the way. I am great. I'm trying to filter out of the other questions. Look, one of them is,
lol, where is that video?
Jesus. Honestly, my DMs today have been really blowing up about the situation, and I'm just like, lol. Actual lol. Laugh out. Lol out. So let's just keep it simple for now. When are you moving to Cardiff? Me and my boyfriend are looking to buy a house together, and we are wanting to move to Cardiff. When I've been telling people I'm moving country and they go, where? I'm like, Wales. They're like, really? They're thinking Dubai or something like that. I'm like, no, Wales. Because I live in England, London, of course, and he lives in Wales. So yeah, we're hoping to get a mortgage out soon, but we just need to sort out with our mortgage broker and stuff like that and see how much we can potentially have, and then look for houses then. So that's where our current status is. We are in the process of getting a mortgage, trying to find houses that we love, and then eventually move. We're hoping to move by September, October this year, so that's going to be super exciting for you guys to watch as well. And I'm going to obviously bring you guys along with to my IKEA shopping hauls every single day, and we'll have the vegan meatballs together. It'll be me, you, the cam, and Armando. Love that. Are you worried about moving in with a boyfriend without testing what it's like to live together in a flat? So we actually lived together for quite a while when I was in uni, and I know Cardiff quite well because I studied here for 3 years as I was training to become a diagnostic radiographer. So we do have experience of living together, and I love the dude. Okay, dudes, I'm quite a non-argumentative, easygoing girl. Like, there is nothing that really annoys me, and I can't see him annoying me. When we live together, like, I'm quite a simple gal, you know what I mean? I don't really cause drama, you know? I love watching drama, but I'm not drama.
Honestly.
Tell us the story of how you and your mans met. So keep it really brief because I feel like a lot of you guys have heard this a lot of the time. I was in the Cardiff Pure Gym, and my boyfriend, he's a PT, saw me. He saw me taking some selfies, and at the time I was on like a 5k following, and Instagram was nowhere near a career for me. It was just like a hobby that I used to do with my fitness journey and track that. And so he'd seen me and he slid into my DMs with my 5k following, and he goes, if you make me waffles, because he knew that I like cooking on my page, I've always done food and fitness, he'll take me out on a date. That's what he said. So he took me out on a date, even though he said my waffles were dry. We went to Dirty Martini. He loved my vibe, I loved his vibe, and we went on from there. We had several dates, and then he asked me to be his girlfriend in his Fiat that he once has, but now he has a Benz. Could you talk more about how you built the peach, like weekly exercise splits, etc? So I actually have a whole video on how to build a peach. I did a mic'd up session, and this is really the fundamentals of how to grow any type of muscle, whether that be your peach that you want to grow, your arms. It's an overall increase in muscle. It can never really be a spot increase of muscle. Like, you can't have a spot reduction of fat. You know, it's an overall thing, and it's also just a lifestyle that you want to integrate into your life, because that is where you'll get the true results. And it's not just a physical change that you want to see, it's a mental change that you want to see as well, and both of them go hand in hand and are both beneficial for you. How to build your confidence on your own. So a big part of my confidence is really just owning it, like really fake it till you make it. I do feel like being on social media and being on YouTube, especially filming yourself out in public and things like that, does help to build my confidence, because it just gives me this like kind of attitude, and I definitely have a lot more confidence now than when I started my YouTube video, and it definitely comes across that way as well. Like, I've found my personality, I found kind of who I am through social media and just being able to speak to different kinds of people. And even through radiography, you know, like, I was in a workplace with different kind of ages. I met people every single day, and I love that. And I think it's just made me an overall competent person by experience. So it's all about experience, owning it, and just taking it till you make it. Still plans to move to Oz. So obviously I did a whole Oz weekly vlog series week by week whilst I was out there for 2.5 months, and I absolutely loved the Australian lifestyle, and I loved the people that I met out there. I met some of you guys out there, and it was just, I had the best time of my life. I loved it so much. But I also have family out there that I didn't know about it, and I love that. But yeah, I did say to people I would never move to Australia. No, I just couldn't do it, to be honest, or not for the time being anyway. It's never say never, really, but it was just the fact that it's so far away from everything, and to go to, say, like a weekend trip to Italy, which we really take for granted in the UK, it would cost like so much just to do that, when I could just get Ryanair, you know, £25, and I'm off to Portugal, Spain, Finland, Amsterdam, all on our footsteps. So I love traveling. I'm that type of girl that just likes to go out and about type thing. In Australia, I feel like you're in Australia, and that's pretty much it. Although how it is so beautiful there, and there's so much to do, and there's so much of Australia that I haven't seen yet myself. I mean, the pros are you're near Bali, and you're near all those kind of like tropical cool countries in a sense, but I like to have a home base and then just travel to different kind of countries. And I would definitely go back to Australia with Armando. I would love to show him around there and introduce him to some of my family members that I met up there. Definitely want to meet them again. Hopefully they'll be able to come to London and visit me there. I loved it, but I wouldn't live there for now at least. Will you host another picnic this year? So if you guys are very familiar with my channel and me, and you've been following me for quite a while, I host these kind of like annual picnics, and I've been doing that for 2 years in the running now, and I do them in London because that's my hometown, and I absolutely love hosting them in the national parks there. I love Battersea Park, Hyde Park, Regent's Park, and I've hosted them in those parks before. So I am going to do another one this year. There'll be more information of that on my Instagram, so if you want to know, go on my Instagram. I'll be posting up my stories. But the whole picnic scene for me is just beyond amazing. For me, I love working with brands for the kind of community feel, and connecting with you guys is just the biggest thing for me. I love it so much. So that picnic really does bring everyone together, and I've had people come to this picnic and make friends and continue have been going out on that picnic, and I'm like, oh, it really warms my heart, and I consider you guys like besties to me. We are pals, and when we're in this picnic, we're just having a chat, we're having a girly conversation, and we're just having a great time with a load of food, which is just a bonus. How do you cope with changing appearance? I've been gaining weight and hating it. When I first started my fitness journey, changing my appearance in terms of gaining weight was so difficult. It was, and it can be very difficult for people. But as I've truly accepted it and really fully understood that it is good and I needed this weight to be gained, then as soon as I came accustomed to that, I kind of disregarded my kind of thoughts on weight gain being bad. It's totally not bad if it means that you're going to be in a healthier state, and that is what I truly came accustomed to. I'm currently on a bulk, and I'm gaining excessive weight, and it's not necessarily fat, it's a bit of muscle and it's a bit of fat, because it just goes hand in hand. It's just part of the process. And you know, there are times where I'm just like, you know, but that's kind of like on a bad body image day, and we get that from time to time. But I know that I'm going to be the strongest person that I'm going to be by doing this process, because it's just basic science that if you do this process, then you are going to gain more muscle than if you're not doing it, if that makes sense. Obviously over an extended period of time, and there's a lot of things that go into that as well, rather than just that basic explanation. But I know that it's going to benefit me so much, and I'm already feeling stronger. I mean, okay, she's not got much there, but definitely much more than when I first started my fitness journey, and I'm feeling strong. So that's the main thing. That is the main thing. Do you sometimes miss your old body? No, guys. Can I just say, I love being voluptuous. I love being voluptuous. It's not to say that one body is better than the other, but like I said, it's all about being in a healthy state, and right now I am my healthiest. My old body wasn't a healthy mindset, it was not a healthy physical state either. So in that sense, no way do I miss my old body, because I wasn't treating it with the respect that I treat it now. I love my body. Do you miss the NHS? So I was a full-time diagnostic radiographer and I had done that for the 3 years in the NHS. What I miss about it is my colleagues. However, the colleagues that I miss are some of my closest friends, and we still go out to date and I love them to pieces. So yeah, I love that I made friends out of it, and also I love the fact that it had so much patient contact in terms of chatting to people, because I really excel with chatting to people, and really just helping people out I love as well. And I guess I'm doing that online in a different sense, in a kind of like health, wellness and fitness sense. But yeah, but those two elements, I love my colleagues, the patients, the overall kind of like feeling that I'm helping people out, really is what I miss. But otherwise, I love my current lifestyle, I love my current job, and I love everything to do with kind of like content creating, if that makes sense. This is actually funny of a question. If you were a fruit, which would you be and why? I'd be berry. I'd be a strawberry because I'm sweet and sharp. I'm gonna put you out of your misery now, and I'm gonna answer that question because that question has been asked in different forms in this Q&A type box on my story, and also in my DMs by the thousands, let me tell you, ever since that I spoke about it initially. Essentially, I am no longer working with Gymshark because they have chosen for me to no longer work with them for different reasons that I was gonna film an initial video about, and I did film it. For why I am no longer a Gymshark athlete. I was going to upload it, but my little brain cells thought to check with the team before, and it kind of came across that they didn't want me to post it. So I haven't posted it, and I'm not going to post it because I don't want them to feel disrespected. I'm not that type of person to cause unnecessary drama, even though I explained in the video that I still have love for the team. It just came across in the way that I didn't, and that's fair enough. So they've chosen to not wanting to work with me any longer, but I'm gonna switch from my phone because this flashing battery thing is giving me anxiety. Okay, let's hope this is okay. But essentially, there was a lot of context that I wanted to give in that particular video. More context that I could in this video. But if I'm gonna give a very brief explanation, keeping it short, sweet, and simple, they are going in a new direction. And I was informed that I no longer fit in that direction, if I'm going to keep it in simple terms, and that's fair dues for them. I think David Leila, the new content director, I believe it's called, has seen this vision of this old school style of lifting and wanting actual athletes to be part of the athlete team.
Athletes that are going to be joining Gymshark, I'm going to be overseeing a massive degree of that procedure.
And obviously I'm not an athlete, and I totally get that, and I respect their opinions and the brand's direction, but I guess it just doesn't fit with what I truly believe in, I guess. I lift every, day, practically 5 days a week. So I couldn't fully understand why I don't fit into this direction, other than I'm not an actual athlete. But there are people on the team that are not athletes as well. So I didn't really fully understand it, but it's a brand's decision and I really can't fault it.
After looking at their Gymshark page, and I guess my message of like it being inclusive and not being one kind of look as a brand has kind of been thrown out the window in this sense.
I just want to insert here, and I know this is a lot of information, but after speaking to some other athletes that also got dropped, I know that I'm not the only one that feels this way, and were treated in a certain way as well. So, because at first I thought I was delusional and that I had to disregard all my feelings, but I think I deserve for my feelings to be known and to be valid, because I'm that type of person to disregard my feelings, and for once I'm actually regarding them. Do you know what? And I think it's very important for me to do that, especially during this time. They didn't see me fitting into this new direction, and that's pretty much it. As much as I have many other things to say, I kind of don't want to say it because, yeah, I just feel like with working with brands and Instagram and stuff like that, you kind of have to live up to the harsh reality that you're not going to be everyone's kind of like cup of tea and that kind of stuff. But just to disclose, the brand didn't really, they didn't say anything in a way that I should have taken it personal, but initially I did take it personally, and I'm just being honest here, and I feel like I should be able to be honest to you guys because you are my audience, and I say everything to you dudes, I explain everything to dudes, and there's nothing that I keep from you, other than this, which happened 2 months ago now, and it's just been ongoing back and forth type thing. And then I fully respect their decision of not wanting to work with me because of this kind of new direction, which was like once United We Sweat that kind of is no longer that. And whatever the new direction is, I kind of like wish them best of luck with it. They are a business at the end of the day, and I'm not business minded at all. They have done so well, and I've always respected Gymshark as a brand. I feel like a lot of people wanted me to spill absolute beans and toast in this video, but yeah, I feel like I'm gonna keep it to that, keep it short, sweet and snappy.
Side eye.
If you do have any other questions, I can answer them in the comment section down below, but I feel like I've kind of said what I've had to say my piece type thing. I am wanting to work with other different kind of brands now and kind of show you guys different sets that I've been wearing. For example, this Honor Active set that I'm absolutely loving, by the way. But for now, it is cheerio to Gymshark. Within my 1 year of working with them, it was short, snappy, and yeah, I have a different kind of experience to what I thought it would be. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know if you did by giving me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.